This week, we score a killer boondocking spot in Ontario.
I gotta get some new footwear. Pop this stuff on.
Tackle a stack of RV fixes.
All the broken screws. Handy dandy new tool. Got this at Canadian Tire.
Find time for a little fun. Keep an eye on a couple of wildfires.
Sounds like there's an air raid siren going off. I wonder if that's like the volunteer fire department or something. The closest fire is about 10 kilometers away.
Add more birds to the life list.
This is eerie reminiscent of 2016.
Review our essentials.
Fly landed in my cock.
And watch Willow just be Willow. This is our RV life. It's always something.
Take you where you wanna go. Take you where you wanna go.
We've got ourselves set up at this awesome Boondockers Welcome spot, and we're sticking around for a few nights. Perfect time to check a couple of things off Jay's fix-it list. And hey, if you're new here, we're Jason and Katie, full-time RV travel couple with our dog Willow. This season, we're crossing Canada to spend the summer in Jason's home province of Nova Scotia, and you're coming along for the ride. Before the work starts though, Jay's got to squeeze in a little bird watching, adding a few more to his life list while Willow supervises.
I got a swamp sparrow and a hairy woodpecker.
A swamp sparrow?
Yep. Pillaging through the brush.
Pillaging, huh?
Yeah. Just gonna add that to the list. New lifer. And the hairy woodpecker was over in that pine tree. Oh, he's still there. The old hairy woodpecker.
And Willow found a buddy to play with here too. All right, let's grab a few tools and dive into our projects.
Morning, kids. Guess what today is? Fix day. So that valance fell off. I'm gonna fix that today. A few other projects that I've been procrastinating with. One, this of a drawer box and a slider that doesn't work. It's a pretty easy fix. It's probably gonna take like 2 minutes, but for some reason I've been putting it off until everything adds up and you finally go, okay, enough's enough. New drawer slider for the second drawer because it lost all its ball bearings. What else in here? That's it, let's check the list. Valance repair, weather strip, toilet seal, slide plastic crack, shower drip. Yeah, I got lots of them. That's kind of it for in here. Let's go outside and see what we got. Oh, we can't start until I gotta get some new footwear. Pop this stuff on. We noticed this a couple days ago on travel. It was flapping. That's all loose. And the caulking has come off. I'm gonna have to put some new screws in that. I'm gonna do a couple of these repairs today. Anyways, gotta zip on those new turbo Crocs and get started. Out with the old, in with the new. Had these things for like 10 years or more. They serve their purpose, but in the desert, you get those long thorny things and they stick on the bottom and you can't find them until you walk on something hard. And they stick on the bottom of your foot. So, those are done. Okay, let's get started. Handy dandy new tool. Got this at Canadian Tire. It's an extension for your drill bits, which I needed because that valance is not wide enough for me to get my drill into, but this is going to help. And now I can put a screw into the moon. get my lovely assistant to give me a hand putting this up. That's done. It took less than half a minute. I just put some new screws into the valance out from the old ones, because obviously those weren't going to work anymore. And now we're going to do the drawer, which is a quick fix. Just a couple of washers that I'm going to use for shims. Because when the manufacturer built these drawers, they didn't build the drawers wide enough for the opening. And that's why it keeps falling off. And this is going to be like another 30-second fix, I'm sure. Alright, this one was an easy fix. I just needed a couple of washers, but of course, every time I thought I had it working, it didn't. And every time it worked, nobody was filming. Pretty sure Kate caught the final fix without me even realizing. I don't know what I did the first time, and it worked perfect. Recording it, fail. Turn the camera off. Perfect. Next. Now the second drawer, which is this one. It seems to be magically working it. I must have scared it into working. But it lost most of its bearings. Another quick job. The original sliders had spit out all their bearings, so we picked up replacements in town. Should have been simple, but it turns out nothing in this trailer's straight, and me being me, I wasn't about to leave it half-assed. It took a bit of fiddling, but we got it sorted. Project done.
After a little break and some lunch, we started on the next repair.
This was not my caulking job. This was straight from the dealership. It looks like it was caulked by a 6-year-old. But it's horrible. So Katie and I are gonna strip this and redo it. Fix the screws and fix it properly.
This is what happens when we travel full-time for a living. Screws come undone.
We're not exactly sure what caused this, but when your rig has been bouncing down rough roads like ours has lately, it's not hard to guess. Thankfully, it wasn't a major job, so we were able to tackle it ourselves, DIY style.
You gotta roll with it, just roll with it, just go with it, just go with it. Oh, keep your eyes on the road, let go and just roll.
Break time. Look at all the broken screws. I don't know if they're all from movement or just being over torqued when you're putting them in, but most of the screws were stripped or broken, so I had to replace just about all of them. Anyway, that's done. How you making out?
I'm working on a section right now. Want to help me?
No, I'm going to have a break. Putting my arms up in the air and working is it's a chore. So holler to me when I'm done. I'll be inside. You're all done?
I think so. You gonna check my work?
No, I trust you.
Anyway, that is the weather stripping. All cleaned off.
Ready to go back on and get
Ready
cocked,
to
baby.
go.
Cock. Caulk.
Caulked. C-A-U-L-K-E-D. Let's go install the thing so that we can take that off the list.
After Jay swapped out the broken screws and we cleaned off the old sealant, it all went back together without any issues.
This is for people that can't caulk very well. I mean, I'm not bad at it, but if you want a clean edge, use some tape along the edge to make it nice and clean, and then it doesn't look like you just blobbed it on with your thumb.
We cleaned up the extra caulk and Jay got a fresh bead on there to finish it off.
That taping sucked. I have a real difficult time working with my hands over my head. So. And you don't have to be super aggressive, and you don't need a ton. The more you use, the messier it becomes. Practice makes permanent. Sometimes. You don't want to put too much caulk on a hot day because it'll get tacky, and when you go to use your finger, it does a bad job. You get dry specks.
You gotta roll with it, just roll with it. Just gotta go with it, just go with it. Whole lot is gonna spin.
Done like dinner.
Just go with it, just go with it. You gotta roll.
Now let's see how bad that looks.
Does that look like an air raid siren?
Yep. I don't know about you, but that looks pretty good.
Yeah. I'll say that looks all right.
Professional.
Professional.
Fly landed in my caulk.
Are you sure?
He's gonna stay there.
Yeah. That's a lesson?
Yeah. For his buddies.
And I don't know what's going on around here, but it sounds like there's an air raid siren going off. I wonder if that's like the volunteer fire department or something. We're in a little town. We have no idea.
We heard the sirens and spotted some smoke on the horizon, but we weren't too worried. There's a lake between us and the fire. Still, we kept an eye on it.
Ooh, holy, that's a smoke plume. Look, babe.
Ooh.
That's a big fire.
That's a big fire. There was one last night in that area, and I'm wondering if it didn't get put under control and just reignited. What do you think?
It probably reignited because it's really windy out right now. And that's probably what the siren was that we heard. So we should probably do a little research into why they're sounding that siren. Maybe it's a get out of Dodge.
Will do. I'll check the apps first.
Blowing a gale and fires are breaking out everywhere.
Fires, we're watching airplanes and Jason's got the binoculars out.
Looks like there's a blind.
Well, that too. Don't know if you can see it. Not quite.
I don't do good at that pointing thing.
No, you don't. But then over this way, there's also a fire. There. We'll see what happens. After watching those water bombers and seeing the wind pick up, I said the plane is coming right here. We figured it was a good time to top off our fuel. Yep, and a helicopter. We've dealt with wildfires before, back when we lived in an area where they were all too common. Let's just say we know how quickly things can change out here, and we like to be ready.
This is eerie reminiscent of 2016.
Yep, slightly.
Driving to
get fuel.
To get fuel to make sure we're full, because there's forest fires breaking out everywhere here. There's water bombers skimming off the lakes, so
Yeah.
we're going to be prepared if in the event that this has to be an evacuation. Right now it's not, but it's better to be prepared than not and then be stuck.
Yeah. We're guessing that the closest fire is about 10 kilometers away. Our Boondockers Welcome host has assured us that they come and knock on your door if we need to evacuate. But we've been here before, so we kind of know how to read the signs, and we're just not panicking. We're just being prepared.
Yeah.
So here we go. We're going to get fuel, and we're going to see how far we can watch the water bombers before we might have to leave.
Maybe get an ice cream because it's hot.
It is hot. So we took some of our essentials just in case. And our dog. That's all we have. So
She's an essential.
yeah. The GoPros, some batteries, and my hard drive full of footage. Essential.
The rest can burn.
The rest can burn. It's insured. We'll see you in a bit. So driving back from the Kenora area after we got fuel, and it doesn't look like there's continuing to be any fires, but we are just coming up to the lake where they're scooping from, and we heard that there was another fire on an island in the middle of one of the lakes, just about 10 kilometers away from us, and over that way. I can still see some aircraft in the air here as we're driving back towards our RV, but I don't see a whole lot of smoke, so hopefully they had the appropriate resources on this little fire, and then they put her out.
And after all the fixes and a little excitement with those fires, Jason and Willow both might have needed a little break. And on the next nice day, we made sure Willow got to live her best life. Chasing birds and deer, swimming in the lake, and making a new friend. We've still got a few more projects to tackle, and we're starting to figure out our next stops across Ontario. Spoiler alert, we might not have made our goal of boondocking the whole way. So make sure you're subscribed if you haven't already, and check out one of our other videos while you're here.